top three, I'm not number one. How could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine. You cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one. How could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine. You cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a...
Kicker Robbie Gould set to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma. They'll start with the option. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
On 2nd and 11 now, Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. At issue here, does the football make contact with the ground before he secured it? And I think some of these angles are going to give us a pretty good look.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And some space here. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Play action. Here's Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. A design run here for Ayuk. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Jalen Hurts bringing the Eagles out for their next drive. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown-to-interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
6-0 our score after one. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation,
First half,
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and when we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. They go play action with Hurts. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Cowboy 80. Back 60.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of ball. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Throwing is Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Play action. Now Purdy. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Purdy off the play fake. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Throwing on second down. Hurts. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Sanders. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
19.
Sanders again. And he's in. An Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. All of a sudden, we've got a new ball game back to level after that interception that he threw on the previous drive led to a touchdown. So we'll see if they can get things right here, first and 10.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Now Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. On first down, Purdy. Pass over the middle, tipped, but he still brings it in. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They go play action here, Purdy. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Work to be done here on second and 16 after the sack. Throwing here, Purdy. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Purdy with it on third and long. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
Purdy will look to throw again here. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a first and goal.
Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. Touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
This is why I could never make it as a quarterback at any level, especially the NFL. To have the poise to stay in that pocket, know you're going to take the hit, but still deliver it for a touchdown. Great play.
I have to agree with you on that one. When I see those hits coming, I'm wanting to exit the pocket. I'm getting the heck out of there. Instead, we just saw someone stay in there and make the throw downfield.
But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up?
Yeah, just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 20-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Hurts gets this to Sanders. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll run with Sanders. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He'll try again, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Elliott now to have the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. They want to drive that one. 16 plays all total, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. Comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's topping the century mark already, receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 96 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Purdy to throw it on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Purdy to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete.
The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Here's Brett Kern now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. McLeod to return it. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. The young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. 115 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to... It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
There's a nice move, and they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that will be incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it, right?
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. So they're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. Get, as you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes...
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one.
Yes, we were. I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise.